Hello and welcome to Ears of the Killer, the seventh installment of a series of short comedic horror games developed by Garmentdistrict. And, let's just go. Press enter. This game, at the time of recording this anyway, this game just came out as I finished recording the other games, which is funny. Quite a coincidence. But that's why I'm playing this one. I think this is it. This is finally a time that I murder somebody. What? She's gonna murder somebody that she used to know. No, Zizi, I just want to let you know, I'm preparing to walk the demon's path without honor or humanity. She's turning into a Chunibyo. Alright, have fun. Okay. Zizi, our roommate. It's just like, whatever. Just do your usual thing. Where is she, by the way? Oh, she's over here. Okay. Don't try to stop me. I'm a creature of darkness now. You'll probably never see me again. Well, goodbye. Try to put the mirror back behind you on the way out. Did we never fix that mirror, by the way? Oh, was it the second game? I can't remember now. It's one of the games where we first saw ZZ, and we were in an apartment and everything. That's it. I'm vanishing into the abyss. Only one word is sounding through my brain. Kill, kill. BB, if the music from upstairs is bugging you so much, why don't you just wear earplugs? I do wear earplugs. I can still tell that it's there. Yeah, it depends. If it's very bassy. It's funny. I've been having the same problem as BB. Very noisy neighbor, and no matter who I complain to, it just doesn't help. The police don't help. The city doesn't help. The landlord doesn't help. Anyway, it's been 3 days of not getting enough sleep. Since then, I've become more beast than human. Someone who can't be held responsible for the horrible crimes they're going to commit. So, you're going to slip a passive-aggressive note under the door? It's going to be very snippy. Okay. Good. Funky music, by the way. I don't like to do this, but sometimes it comes down to desperate measures. I knock on the door, but that's usually a bad idea in this apartment building. Especially this apartment building full of murder people. Though we didn't defeat the murder college, but I do believe the leader was killed by the killer, I assume. The killer's never he's never directly referenced to, I guess. I'm just assuming that it's the killer that always appears in most of these games. Boy, these passages are really starting to fall apart. What's back here anyway? A man dressed as a clown sits unmoving in the empty room. At least he's not playing his records loud. Whatever happened to being neighborly? What did ever happen to being neighborly, BB? How come no one else seems to be bothered by this music? Am I the unreasonable one here? Just a normal thing to do? That's what I question myself, BB. Every day. Something I learned, by the way. I mean, a few things I've learned since I've recorded the 6th game, I guess. Apparently these games are called the Strange Town series. I think it's only because I think the very first game mentioned, it had a title that said Strange Town series. So I guess that's kind of the unofficial name of all these games, It's better than saying, of the killer. This is blank up the killer. It's kind of hard to organize into a, I don't know. Under a main title. But I guess it would be called Strange Town series. I assume that's the title of the zine, in universe. BB's zine. Anyway, down the pipes come echoes from the whole apartment complex. Footsteps, voices, thump of furniture being moved in rooms you'll never get to see. Solid night ambience. Gone. For what? Gone for what? Why is there a little smudge there? And I don't know what that means. Smudge plus? It looks like a plus. I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going. What does that say? Clothing planet. Wow. I'm a simple person who needs 8 hours straight of dim whisper noises and fingernail scuttling in order to be at my best. Is this too much to ask for other people? What about my needs? I'm just very much sympathetic to BB's plight. Almost empathetic, actually. I've literally been having the same problems. So I understand your anger. I didn't even think there was anybody on this floor. Thick layers of dust lie undisturbed on plastic ferns. The wallpaper is on a rare nautical theme. Yes. Oh. You know, the developer loves to reuse assets, by the way. I don't know. I mean, there's probably a ton of other maybe assets that are the same, but I remember this star door. Now, maybe it's not literally reused, though. Anyway, flesh-like sludge seeps out from beneath the door. So much for slipping a note under there. The door itself swings open as if from a secret breath. Yeah, maybe it's not exactly the same asset that the developer used before. I think they use I don't know. I say how this game looks like MS Paint. I'm not sure if it is literally MS Paint. I think they use some kind of other software to like draw everything, you know, and then just turn it into like textures in the game. Anyway, realistically, this is a job for the custodian, but I still like to get some sleep sometime tonight. Where's that sound even coming from? Did somebody leave their radio on under the goo? Maybe. Looks like bubble gum to me. Yeah. And inside something like an instrument, I can dimly see a record turning. What kind of dark relic could be buried in the middle of all this? Also, I feel like this is the first time we see the back of BB's head. You know, I always assume the thing on her head is like a ribbon, but it doesn't look like a ribbon at the moment. Maybe it still is, but I don't know. It looks like two things just sticking out of her head. Midnight Sex Party at Dracula's House. Exciting surf instrumentals for young people by Blue D Hands and the Night Stranglers. B-side, Haunted Castle. C. Golden Grave Records, 1965. Ooh. Ah. I've opened the strange dimension. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Okay. Are these people? They look like people. You know, these things covered in goo. I don't know. Well, only one way to go. Not this way, but I just want to touch the wall just in case it opens a secret or something. I don't know. Whoa. Camera's weird, as always, in every game. All the games have, like, weird fixed camera angles. Or not really fixed, but, well, do you call them fixed? They're fixed in the sense that it's controlled by the game, not by the player, you know? Birds on the ground, gasping for air, but they cannot get air because it's all covered in goo. Those are birds. You know, developers really stepping up their game in this one. You know, they're adding more like interesting scenes, you know? Oh, is that the killer? Usually, anyway. Oh, ah! I didn't even, like, pay attention. Oh, what the heck? Can't do that. Ah! Numb. Delicious. Wow, sensational, folks. Wasn't that poignant? Let's all give a hand to up-and-coming recording artist Bebe with her new song, Forced to Eat a Bird. Remember to support local talent by buying her CD. And now, the act you've been waiting to see, the horrible Screaming Murderers with their hot new single, Screaming, 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 Screaming. Bebe or BB? I mean, I guess you would pronounce it BB. Good. Ah! Good. Wow. I can see why it's called Screaming, 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 Screaming. Oh, these guys really sold out after the last release. Screaming, Screaming, Screaming. Was that a cover version? I don't know. Okay, so we ended up over here. So that was all a music video, I guess. But not really, because we're just performing at a bar or something. So it actually wasn't a music video. It's just a visual imagination of like a song. Also, BB has like weird thing on her face. I guess it's a mask, right? Or something. I think other people are wearing it too, right? They're just wearing some kind of weird thing over their head. Did you hear the Weepster's new song, 99 Tears? Each tear is a different person he has strangled and killed. Wow, talk about emotional sincerity. Ah, yes, of course. Hey, I caught your set. Very milk can. Can I answer some questions from my Zine? It's zine, as in magazine. Also, where am I? What day is this? Oh, it's funny. I don't know. I've always thought it was Zine too. So I think it's a very common mispronunciation. Zine also sounds better to me. I don't know. Zine is like, hey, you want to check out my zine? Sounds weird to me, but Zine I don't know, sounds better to me for some reason. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of like how I prefer to say itch.io instead of itch.io. Itch.io doesn't roll off the tongue. Itch.io sounds better to me. It sounds like a cereal, but like, it sounds better to me. I don't know. Itch.io. When I play games on Itch.io, this is what most games I play are on Itch.io. This one's on gamejolt though, actually. So it's not an itch.io, surprisingly. Even though a lot of indie games are, you know, a lot of these like weird, strange indie games are usually on itch.io. Anyway, question 1. What are your influences, rather? There's a record by Bloody Hans and like a house and a bird, or just something abstract in the shape of a bird? Like the Holy Spirit? What? Ooh. Stab magazine. Catholicism, or I don't know why I can't say that word. Catholicism. Still can't say it. Catholicism. Okay, I gotta stop. The C word is sweeps a new wave. As for opinion on the vernacular mass, up-and-coming recording artist BB replies, continue page 12, and we review the top new crimes, Knives of Rope, old favorites ranked at last. Later in the same piece, he calls you the Pat Boone of singing about murder. What? What does that mean? Why does anyone who writes a music zine talk that way? Well, I support your dreadful cultural ambitions, but don't you have anywhere else to put all these boxes? Well, I was hoping these were all yours. What's inside anyway? Alright, so I guess we're back from our adventure somehow. I don't know how we ended up over there, and I guess sang about eating birds. And maybe, I don't know, my theory, my game theory, is that maybe after BB actually ate that bird, she got hypnotized and, you know, did all this, turned into a musician somehow, overnight. Yeah, pretty much what I was expecting. Oh, there's a choice here. Wow. A choice? A binary choice? In the Of the Killer Strange Town series games by Garment District. First time we get a choice. I guess, listen. Daft. Oh, sounds kind of Beach Boysy. Okay. Well, I did sometimes dream about being a pop musician, although I also like to imagine I'd be conscious at the time. I don't know music. I only know like Vocaloid and like anime openings. But like, I guess Beach Boys. I think I've heard one of their songs before. I don't know what it would sound like. Deaf. Does it sound like that? I don't know. At least the lyrics will be easy to remember. I just hope I can get rid of these CDs. Deaf. The computer. Rockadoodle Girl. Chicken Reel? Smet mixing videos 4 hours. And AskSpooky.net. ZZ, can I use your computer to look up something? Sure, just don't look in the other tabs. Okay. Goody hands. Okay. I wonder if that's a real URL, by the way. Bloody Hands and his Night Stranglers fan shrine, of course. This is very, I don't know, this is very like early internet. It was the toughest case I ever handled, but I always had trouble saying no to a dame. Okay, I guess it's like Ask Jeeves, except it's a detective, maybe. I don't know. How do I turn off the detective? Just ignore him. I still need to update the blocker. Okay, he's like a virus or whatever, you know, like, what do you call that? Bonzi buddy or something? I don't know what we call those things with the weird like virus helpers. Can I like scroll down? Oh, I can. Wow, amazing. Dynamic gameplay. You can scroll. Very immersive. Bloody Hands and His Night Stranglers, active 1962 to... Novelty horror-themed surf act active in XX City for an undisclosed period of time. Released numerous albums of nondescript surf rock, overdubbed with stock horror sound effects. Of interest to collectors due to recording the world's first and only Esperanto language surf album, Ni Kantu An Surf, for ESP Disc, association with this label is said to have marked a turning point in the band's use of sound effects. Copies of the band's subsequent recordings were privately pressed and are now hard to find. Midnight Sex Party at Dracula's House is popularly referred to as the only surf record on the Nurse Fufoon list. Copies are said to fetch high sums on the 1960s memorabilia market, though it's been some time since any have been found. No other results were found for Bloody Hands. Do you mean Bloody Hands? Bloody Hands reaching. Bloody Hands coming towards you in the night. Bloody off hands how to? Bloody Hands to study to. 10-hour, remix or something. What was the theme? It used to be, I remember like a trend on YouTube where people would play a song, but they would just play it at like a higher pitch and speed it up a little bit, and that would be like Nightcore or whatever. I think these days people do something like, I think they do the opposite. They slow down the song and add reverb, and that's somehow like a new song. And they get millions of views, even though that's all they did. Anyway, the latest sites, Golden Grave Records. Golden Grave Records. Enter that then. Golden Grave Records, new age music for now people. The now. Visit our new location, 1252 Pyramid Street, Music Gardens, XX City. Last update, March 1997. Site under construction. What year does this game take place? I wonder. I have no idea. Because if 1997 sounds like it's old, but comparatively to like BB's timeline, maybe it's not that old. Well, it's not like I really have no place to start. Let's just go to a random place I found on the website. Don't worry about it. Where's ZZ, by the way? That's ZZ's room. I guess we were talking to her, right? Where is she? Where did she go? Also, I guess the door is like all boarded up. How do we leave normally? I don't know. Oh, there she is. She's putting on a tie. ZZ, I think I'm... Well, why are you wearing a tie? I just got a job. Some kind of youth group in the Beach District was looking for someone to run their email newsletter. With my knowledge of hyperlink... I can't remember the full acronym. Anyway, a knowledge of HTML, I was naturally a top choice. Now I'm officially an office lady, or OL. Wow. It's just a matter of time until I start making the big bucks. I can finally purchase my dream job, becoming a gothic novel heroine. You can just buy that, Or no. For some reason, I thought she was going to buy her into becoming a gothic novel heroine, but no, rather she's pursuing a career in that. Oh, okay, that's what she meant. Anyway, couldn't you do that anyway? Well, it turns out to require a surprisingly large amount of starting capital. Of course, that's basically she's basically wants to be a movie director in that case, right? You want to become a movie director and the main star or something. I don't know. I guess it's gothic novel. It could be a movie based on a novel. Anyway, incidentally, BB, if you want any advice on finding a job, feel free to ask. It appears I know all the tricks. Well, thanks, but I seem to have my own thing going right now. Of course, now I'm gainfully employed. I'll need to find a volunteer to run the table at the Retro Maniacs convention this week. Absolutely not. I'm busy. Only serial killers attend those things anyway. Oh, don't give me that. You hang out with serial killers all the time. I run away from serial killers all the time, not sell them merch. Well, maybe you should monetize your hobbies. Good point, ZZ. Player select. Oh, cool. I don't know. Can I even pick this guy? Whoever this person is. So we could become BB. I guess she'll be going to... it says here city center, but I guess she'll be looking for that house. And ZZ's going to the Beach District to do her job. I guess, yeah, why not? Well, I guess we'll choose ZZ. I'm curious. ZZ's journal. Wage labor. So it's finally come to this. Awful. Penance for my misdeeds in a former life? Well, nevertheless, the grey mouse of despair travels over my duvet. Duvet? I don't know how to pronounce words, as it turns out. I blame the developer for, like, having a really great grasp of English. You know, because I feel like there's multiple words so far in all of the other games where I've just mispronounced or I've just did not know what the word meant. Anyway, another beautiful and tragic journal entry. Eventually, I'll package all these up and sell it as a book. ZZ, the poor dead genius whom everyone mistreats. Why not get my posthumous validation while I'm still alive? Well, I better get to work. Positive Way LLC. All they said was that it was around the boardwalk somewhere. Can businesses be shy? I don't know. Oh, she walks so fast. I don't know. Or is it feels like she's walking fast, maybe because of the animation. Wow, birds that fly away as you get close to them. Amazing. You know, I would say that the developer... You know, it feels like the developer is getting better with each game. But, like, as it turns out, Garment District is actually just a pseudonym. And I don't know... I mean, it's kind of like an open secret. So it's not really a secret, but I don't know... It's not really advertised, so I'm not gonna say who they really are, I guess, even though it's kind of obvious if you just dig around a little bit. But like, Garment District, the developer of these games, has actually already made a bunch of other games. And it's actually quite famous, as it turns out. But for some reason, they just want to keep these games separate. I don't know. I guess they're just a hipster like that. I guess it's still the off-season. Heaps of unsold beach merch motor crabbily behind the nailed-up doors. Two gulls on the boardwalk are trying to pick apart a plastic clam. I guess these clams with the goofy eyes? The googly eyes? Guitar lessons. I can go over there to the Sassy Beach House, maybe? What's over here? Further down the beach, I see people moving towards the water. Are they trying to surf? You don't get any big waves out here. In fact, I'm not even sure if that's an ocean. Is that not an ocean? Or maybe it's just a JPEG. I don't know. Or everything is kind of like a JPEG or a PNG when you think about it. They just slap it on like a texture, you know? I guess a texture would be... If you're programming like a game, a texture would be, I think, formatted in a different type of file, but I wouldn't know. I'm not a developer. Towels for health. Sassy beach wear. That's what it is. My gamer boyfriend has never been charged for crimes committed in 1988, 1991, and 1993. And if not stopped, he will kill again. And yes, he brought me this shirt. Wow. I still have time before work to decide to catch up on the psychic health of the culture, as revealed by the slogan shirts of the Sassy Beachwear. Yes. How about this one? Future murder victim. I should get this one for BB. I don't know, this game is... I mean, again, I guess it's just comedic horror, but like... I guess it's not really satire, though. I feel like it's not satire. Like, what is satire? Like, there's a difference between a parody and a satire. It's not really much of a parody. It's not really satire, I feel like. Satire would be more like if everything's taken super seriously, but this game is like on the nose a lot of the time. About the whole murder thing. It's like, yeah, and everybody murders each other, and I don't know. Or it specifically tries to murder BB, but anyway. And it's just very casual about it. The spiral stair seems older than the pier. Seaweed crunches underfoot as I head down. What's that thing they say about seaweed? It only grows above water level or something? Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. Positive Way. Well, this looks like the place. Time to launch my professional career. I've never really had a job before. Maybe they're good. Try to keep an open mind. Well, depends where you work at. ZZ. You gotta learn the company culture. And if they say, like, you know, we're a family here, or something along those lines, then it's a red flag. But anyway. Hello! 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 I'm the new hire. That was today? Well, you certainly got here just in time. I used to be in charge of keeping the website up myself, but I'm not hip on the new technologies these days. I mean HTML3, HTML4, what's next? Yes, that's how they get you. You made the right call getting me in. I also know Excel and like, I don't know, what's the typical like office job skills? I don't know, like just the Microsoft suite or whatever. It's not suite, I guess. That's Google Suite. Microsoft Word, Microsoft, you know, PowerPoint, Microsoft everything. I don't know. Luckily, I had your desk set up already. It's just back here, past the communal dormitory. This is the main office. The fax machines to your left. As you can see, we're very modern. Yes, fax machines. Are we the only people here? I don't know. Actually, can I go back real quick just to see if there's other ways to go? I saw something over here. The camera's turning in a weird way. Should I go this way? I don't know if I should go this way. This seems like a bad way to go. I don't know. I see some stairs over here as well. I go up these stairs. I'm just glitching the camera a little bit. Not really glitching, I guess, but you know. Rather, it's just a bad camera angle. I want to go down there, but I probably shouldn't. I don't know. I don't want to do the mistake I did in the first game, actually, where I ended up progressing when I didn't mean to. Coffee. I guess you get free coffee. There's that way too. Interesting. I thought I saw him somewhere, actually. Maybe I should go down that tunnel, actually. I don't know. Okay, let's go down this tunnel. I thought I saw him. Yeah, it's over there? Am I supposed to go this way? Oh no, it's just a dead end, alright. I thought it was like a different way to go or something. I guess we just keep going. I guess we saw him because we glitched the camera through the walls. Alright. I guess we just keep going this way. Oh, yes, of course. Officially, they're all out on the away mission, but I don't think they'll mind you borrowing a desk while they're away. This is computer. Use the arrow keys to move around and access sites and programs. Yes. Wait, why did you hire me if you didn't think I knew how to use a computer? Well, nobody else applied. Well, at least he's paying me. I wonder what their site's like. Index. Wow. Red alert. Next stage of human evolution immediate. Comet Yakatake. Brings closure to the Positive Way Research Unit. Get paid to read email. Or about downline, get paid even more. I guess just adware. Get $10 to start free. Is that figures? That's what ZZ's saying. Also alien. Good. Very colorful website. Proud to announce on, I guess, July 7th, XX, Research Group Leader Mr. President officially draws curtain on the human experiment pending graduation to new species or possibly some form of ray. While our human cells will not survive the transition to an extraterrestrial way of life, we are serene and confident that we shall nevertheless be returning soon to spread the good news about the world that is to come. Mr. President demonstrates his favorite pyramid on the eve of Grand Voyage. Ah yes, the Illuminati. But Illuminat? It's not Illuminati, it's Illuminati. No, or actually, I don't know. That sounds like something else. Anyway, organizing large trash pickup for the big day. I guess, of course. Members relax by hanging 10 upon the waves. Okay, this is like a weird cult alien thing. Big sale. Positive Way video lecture series now $29.85 plus PNP. What does that mean? Packaging and processing or something? Limited offer. Number 1. So you decided to return to the sea. Many have been feeling that leaving the sea was a bad decision. In this hour-long tape, Mr. President examines the pros and cons before coming to a measured and reasonable conclusion of returning to the sea. The mundane monochord. Know your rights, know your responsibilities. If struck in the more spiritual part, the monochord will give eternal life. If in the more material part, transitory life. I can't say words. Transitory life. Many are saying this. Find out why in this catered seminar. The mundane monochord. I mean, monochord. I mean, I don't know if I've seen that word before, but just by looking at the word, doesn't that just mean like a note? Like a singular music note? You know, because a chord is made out of multiple notes, right? When you, for example, on the piano, you know, you put like, was it C, E, and like G or something to do the C chord or something like that. But the mono means one, so it's just one chord, just hitting one note on the piano. I don't know. Giggles, guffaws, and goofs. The best of laugh time at the compound. Between revelations, Mr. President often keeps the away team in good spirits with his patented collection of wisecracks, impersonations, and good-natured comedy riffs. This hour-long video cassette reveals a lighter side the positive way, while also containing important messages about how human life was a mistake. Hilarious. Princess. The memorial aboard. What does that say? Right of elegance? Gift of elegance? Something of elegance. I don't know. Here's the Earth. More aliens. Oh. Okay, I guess I touched the thing to go back. I mean, I think I saw everything. Well, look, a job's a job. I'm not running away. I'll just find that guy and try to be very clear about my career expectations. Also, I should probably ask for the money up front, before they scam us, most likely. And which way do we go? I guess... Oh, we can't actually go back. So I guess we'll just go this way. Also, the music is not funky anymore. It's creepy. Uh-oh. And everything's just creaking a lot. Hello? Boss? Where are you? At least we have cool arcade floors, you know? Cool, retro, colorful arcade floor. Or like, I don't know, like a Chuck E. Cheese or something. Though I've never actually went to a Chuck E. Cheese, but I think these are what the floors look like. Oh, I didn't hear you come in. Just working on the organization's little revenue sidelines. Sounds of the Sea, Volume 9. Oh, that's where the sound is coming from. But sales have really fallen off since Volume 4. I'm starting to think people have had enough of soothing aquatic mammal sounds. Well, anything is possible. Alas, you're not seeing the organization at its finest. When I think about the glory days, when the group was still together, not yet departed to the level beyond human, vanished to the next dimension, never to return. Hello. We came back. Okay, they came back. Alright, I guess now we can switch again. Sure, okay. I feel like, I mean, you can always just follow one character the entire time, but I feel like it's more interesting to, I guess, follow the other character now. Though, do I ever get to choose this character? I don't know. I just don't know who that person is. I guess I'll choose BB next. Alright. Meanwhile, BB is over here. Let's see, Pyramid Street is out between the Rat District and the Temple of the Patriarch. That's not too far. One nice thing about this city is that everything is just a skulk away. This guy with a knife, you know, in a trench coat. Dead body outlines. Fresh meat. What's up? The locals are very nice. They just, you know, hang around. Chilling out. Some policemen at the intersection are examining a pool of blood through a comically big magnifying glass. They've closed off the street, but that's okay, since I can just head down the side. Bloody Man live. Well, last time I heard about the cops, but then again, I mean, it was a theater thing. But last I heard about the cops, they were like, you know, disguised as bears murdering people. So as it turns out, you know, they're barely doing their job, and in fact are doing the opposite of their job and just murdering people anyway. Street closers. Have you seen this man? Suspect. The guy with the map on his face. I can't believe I didn't even check today's police shape before I left the house this morning. It somehow gets more abstract and sprawling every time. Doctor? You know, this kind of reminds me of another game, actually. At least from the same perspective. What was it called? I totally forgot what it was called. It was like you play as like a janitor in like a sci-fi world. You know, it's the same perspective where everything's kind of like in sprites, and you walk around the world. It's pretty fun in the beginning, but then it kind of turns a little tedious. You know, as it turns out, you know, being a janitor, just cleaning up things, I guess. So it wasn't. I think it was not just like cleaning things up, but rather like picking up stuff, and you gotta find like very specific stuff to like beat the games and everything. Anyway. There's another closure up ahead, but I think I can cut through that apartment complex. Maybe? Man, I don't feel at my best today. Still can't get that tune out of my head. You mean the Def song? Def. The Def. Who's that guy over there? I think we saw him in the other crime scene, actually. It's the same guy, just creating a corpse, you know? He's the guy that murdered everyone, and police are just like, where could he be? Junk leaflets are piled around the door of the lobby. Smiling faces. I don't know why I read that weirdly, but junk leaflets are piled around the door of the lobby. Smiling faces learn guitar or write song lyrics to impress their friends. Nobody's been collecting them lately. Sounds like everyone's already busy. I don't know, that sentence is still weird to me. What does she mean by that? Smiling faces learn guitar? Like, why is that capitalized? Capitalized? And press their friends. Their friends is also capitalized. I don't know why that is. It's strange. Anyway. Learn guitar or something. I guess she means like on the leaflets themselves, you know, smiling faces, like people learn guitar like trademark, you know, as like a brand or something. Anyway. I don't know why that sentence is confusing me. Behind the doors, I can hear movement. Low thumps and clangs. Uncertain and irregular. Like people working in the dark. Or else like people practicing scales for a type of song I've never heard. Is this music? Who did put the bump in the bump? And why would you really want to shake their hand? Oh yeah, I only know that song because of a music video. I think I forget their original name, but it was the same artist, Rio, you know, that made the fake Grand Order chibi comics or whatever. Learning with manga, fake Grand Order. Who put the bump in the bump? Who put the bump in the bump? Or something like that. I don't know, I got it entirely wrong. Who was that man? I'd like to shake his hand. He made my baby fall in love with me. Or something like that. I don't know. I just remember that chorus. Well, it's not like there isn't some other dumb fad every few months here, like the unboxing craze. It was almost a relief when they started finding body parts. Hey, isn't this the address? Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be unboxing a corpse. Wow. Remember to like and subscribe. As I open this corpse, or open this corpse box, you know, it's a free monthly subscription. You get a randomized body part from a murder victim. Wow. Anyway, lipstick traces on the cigarette. Every memory lingers with me yet. Do. I guess he's singing. Lipstick traces on a cigarette. Every memory lingers with me yet. I don't know. I can't make songs. I mean, I'm not a musician. I can't just make up songs just from reading lyrics. Okay, so this is the address. We can interact with this person, but where do we go from here? There's no obvious thing. Is it just go here? Okay, yeah, just touch the door. I mean, it makes sense, but there wasn't an icon on it usually. I'm sorry for your loss. Me too. Golden Grave. 1 second. Okay, I guess that was the secret password. Hello. You must be one of the investors. Make yourself at home. Please excuse the mess. You caught us in the middle of some excitingly dynamic organizational reshuffling. 50% off sale. Everything must go. Boy, these are some quality coffins. Just to avoid a comical misunderstanding here, you guys are a music label. Yes. A label for the new music. This way. Okay. Strange men with strange faces. Please, no more venture capital, no more. Please ignore my soon-to-be ex-business associate. I can assure you everybody here is 100% thrilled by our move into a more creative direction. There's a lot of money in these briefcases, though. Can I get some? What you want should be right down the stairs. I admit, the change in direction came as a surprise to us as well, but the invisible hand can make no mistakes. As said by Adam Smith, that guy who, invented capitalism or something. I don't know. I don't think that's right, actually. Was it Adam Smith? I want to say John Smith. No, that's just a generic name. It's literally a cliche, like not a name. I guess do we go this way? It implies we went downstairs or something, but yeah. Bloody hands. Bloody hands. Stacks of old merch in the basement that we found when we moved in. The copyright had expired. We just thought the name was cool. Bags of money started showing up soon after. Okay. What's it say? Golden grave, yeah. That's the word we saw before. That's how I knew that this was the start of a new age. That the vast rewards will be awaiting anyone bold enough to drop what they were doing and seize the throne of cultural production. Don't mind these dead bodies and these garbage bags. Introducing the stars of tomorrow. Yeah. Moo. How? A simple and delicate arrangement of wires. The breeze from our passing is enough to set them twirling. A new dance every time. A tremendous savings. You just simply let the corpses do the dancing for us. It's free money, you see. You don't have to pay them wages or anything because they're dead. Haha. Hilarious. Yes, indeed. And, are all these locally sourced? Oh, we've just been using whatever washes up on the beach. These are all the prototype models. It'll be a while yet before we're ready to scale up production. The next step will be getting them to sing. Listen, put your ear up to his chest. Don't be shy. Doesn't it sound exactly like the ocean? You know, those, shells. Good. Alright. Oh, we get to play the unidentified corpse now. Okay. BB's in a storage closet, and ZZ is still at the Positive Way weird cult place. Sure, let's play as the unidentified corpse. Sometimes in my grave, I sit and dream of the world I saw back in the golden age of horror-themed novelty records. Listen, let me tell you about it. Okay. Alright. Oh, we're playing this character? Is that the same character we saw before? I don't know. They have like a mask. Alrighty. Good. Everyone knew it was the next big thing. Every night there'd be another band. Private press recordings so amateurish, they're sometimes just a background hiss, like night surf. Running, screaming, wearing masks. I don't know who came up with that. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Corpses, corpses, corpses. I was in a group called the Cat People. At the time, we all thought cat people would be the next big monster archetype, like Wolfman or the Mummy. It was an innocent time. We had a sense of purpose then. There was one group everyone liked. They had a maniac killer theme that was very outrun at the time. I don't know how to pronounce outrun, but I'm gonna assume it sounds like outrun. I don't know. During sets, they'd stop and point to the audience. Later on, another body would wash up on the beach. Nobody minded. We all knew it was part of the exchange. Of course. You need to die for you music, you know? That's how it works, right? If you want your favorite band to make a new album, you simply need to sacrifice your life. Somehow the scene never hit it big. Things lost momentum at some crucial points. Bands split up. The money never arrived. One by one, people drifted away, back into the straight world. Not the straight world. How horrible. But I never felt disheartened. I knew the life we glimpsed was still out there, buried under history like an unexploded mind. I know that there's a place for me, underneath those waves. Coffins in those waves. Alright, weird, good. Very, that was very, metaphorical, I guess. I don't know, that's not the right word, but you know. Alright, let's go back to playing ZZ. Oh, yes. You're right, that does look more professional. Positive way, wellness and emotional health expertise. Be part of a welcoming, mindfulness-oriented community today. Wow, it's even like, it even has the, what do you call it? Like generic corporate art, you know? That you always see that every corporation uses. Subscribe to our daily affirmations newsletter for $19.95. Live pray with streamers near you. Wow. They even got like, you know, collaborations with streamers. Press enter to support our emotional labor at the shop. Wow, you can't just have a wall of text these days. It scares people away. What's with the little blobby cartoon guys? Nobody knows, but you got to have them. The life of a web design professional. Busy. I better go make sure the shop's up and running too. We got a lot more traffic after buying all those podcast ad spots. You know, ZZ knows what she's doing. So she's like a natural born marketer, I guess. I think she's like overqualified, really. I barely recognize it, even this place anymore. Modifications are being made all the while. New driftwood suites sprouting up. I guess still can't speak. New driftwood suites sprouting out of every corridor. Is this what they mean by scaling up? You know, like the away team just came back and just like, you know, it's like, hey, let's, you know, let's work together, have a fun time. Oh, it's young ZZ. I hear you've been coming up with some new ideas for our online store. You bet, boss. For example, Orgone pyramids are all well and good, but why stop there? What about the possibilities of non-pyramid Orgone items, like Orgone weed leaf, Orgone $, Orgone video game entity that may or may not be copyrighted, but don't worry about that, I guess. Very compelling. You know, it's rare we get something of your entrepreneurial abilities joining a death cult. They generally prefer to start their own. Well, for what it's worth, I regard myself more as a temporary employee. Anyway, do you still want me to take stock in the basement? Yes, good idea. Maybe there's something else we can put up on the store there. Remember, everything must go. That looks like Garfield. You know, for a startup type organization, these guys sure seem to be trying to stockpile as much ready cash as possible. Maybe I should get my CV ready again. Yeah, they're gonna like, you know, they're gonna what do you call it? It's not bankrupt technically, but you know, they're gonna sell the company, I guess. Well, not sell. I mean, they already have a lot of money. Well, what they're actually gonna do, because they're a death cult, you know, it's probably just, you know, sacrifice everybody. But anyway, let's see here. Cultist training tapes. You can think of at least 2 distinct types of people who will pay for those. Affirmation CD-ROMs, expired calendars, more pyramids, etc. Whole shelves of glossy self-published books, each one proving beyond a doubt the existence of extraterrestrial life. They've never been opened. I wonder where that draught's coming from. Draught? Again, I feel like the developer is just using words that I don't know what they mean. Draught. Do you mean draft? Or do they just mean the same thing? Anyway. All doors are all over the complex. They're all nailed up. The one behind the shelf swings invitingly open. Well, there it's always worth something. Uh-oh. The negative way. You don't want to go to the negative way. These are some nice corridors. Seems like a shame to let them all get seaweedy. The friendly alien posters were an improvement, though. Why frame empty canvases? Opposite of a vase. Some of this might be tough to sell. Well, maybe they do okay on the novelty market. Funny retirement presents, etc. A shelf of old and worm-infested books. The words on every page have been carefully scribbled out. See bloody hands again? What does that say? Thesis number 1. The world is the sum of things that are not the case. Good. Thesis 2. The world is never the... No. Thesis 3. Nothing. Just nothing. Cold water, or cold seawater laps at the I just can't read today. Cold seawater laps at the carpet. From somewhere in the darkness, I hear the barking of seals. Is this the career track that I've heard so much about? Maybe, ZZ. Maybe. I can't swim, I guess. What do I do? I can't do that, so do I go back, or... I can go back this way. Begin to disappear piece by piece into the air until nothing was left. The clothes found by the acolytes turned into holy relics, emblems of the negative, the remains of their victims. Just go over here real quick. I guess it is negative, as in the opposite. You know how the arcade, funny color floor? It's not a floor anymore, it's the walls and ceilings. Effects track 206. Terrified Scream number 37 with a cheese grater, black hair, blue coat, name not recalled. B-W probably means something, but I don't know. Chopping SFX Gurgle number 12, the one with the umbrella who came to that party, name not recalled. License under Creative Commons, attribution license, Bloody Hands, 1963. Ah yes, Creative Commons. How nice. That means you won't get copyright claimed, usually, if you put this on a YouTube video. Also, that implies the description implies that the the screaming and the gurgling is like real. It was recorded, like for real. Of the missing last moments present in the recording, screams repeating over and over left on a rack in the basement of the sound effects library. Possible commercial applications could lead to video game companies. Ask the new hire. New hire? Isn't that easy? I guess. Ask the new hire about how we can monetize these death screams of our latest murder victims. This was the inner sanctum of the old organization, so dedicated to negation that eventually they disappeared themselves. But you can't make a living out of that. Or I'm not sure who's saying that. Is that ZZ saying that? The bubble implies that someone else is saying that. I'm not sure who said that. But yeah, I guess it's it's just explaining what this place is. It's the old organization. I was new here at the time, but it was clear to me that we needed a change, a new direction, a new shape, better fitted for the things that we saw coming down the pike. We can escape, build a new life, back under the waves, back when there are no waves, a new house to weather the tides of history. You can help us. It could be a start of a new world. Have you ever thought about entering upper management? Get promoted? Oh! The board! Ah! What? What happened? What? What was that? Who was that? Like, why did they get murdered? Hello? Fish. Or masks. It's always a theme in this game. Masks. Oh, and our boss died. Or, I don't know. Maybe died or took off their costume. So, am I getting made permanent or what? I don't know. ZZ is in the question mark world as well. Okay, let's go back to BB then. Eventually, Funeral Man gave me the scoop. The rest of the merch they found in the cellar was being sold off that day at a memorabilia event. But to get inside, I have to do something I swore I'd never do again. Okay. Retro World. It's the thing that ZZ mentioned near the beginning. Welcome, Retro Maniacs. Top quality, nostalgia wares, and other. Ask our helpful representative. Our very, very just depressed representative. To avoid eye contact with potential retro maniacs, I've been catching up to the music press. My alter ego has been releasing more material. Why did I even find time for this? Did I pass on the shower? New releases. BB, After Life. Reviewed by Johnny Murder Blood. Can color be a sound? The question, recalling fervid days of undergraduate frenzy scored to the sound of Gary Monroe's Sally ambient techno remix, seems somehow both apropos and turgid when applied to the new release from mysterious up-and-coming music auteur BB. Yet, reminds me of an anecdote and blah 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 blah. 4 stars though. 4 out of 10. No, The Weepster Weeping the Night Away. Once again an album of lachrymose hits from the Weepster, but is that enough in today's political economy? Luckily, there are... I don't know, I always do very slight differences in voices. When I do ZZ's voice, even though it's just very slight variation, it's not really real voice acting, but I always do a little nasally, but I was stuck in ZZ mode. BB's more like, luckily, there are no customers yet, so I think you'll slip away. This storefront isn't actually registered at the convention. It's cheaper to just set up in a closet and wait for someone to get lost. Oh, that's why her location was storage closet. Because ZZ didn't actually pay for like a real place in the convention. Just hiding in the closet. Good. Retromania. The main hall. It's busy, but I think you can make it through if I don't look anybody in the eye or express any kind of musical opinion. Actually, these people might be too busy making money to be interested in killing me. There are more suits around than usual. Exactly what are all these people hoping to buy? Probably your, like, album, you know? Or at least your alter ego's album. If I had to guess, or maybe something else. I don't know. What's this, actually? I wish I could turn the camera. Yeah, turn the camera. What does that say? I don't know. I'm gonna turn the camera like this in a very awkward way. I'm not allowed to change the camera myself. It just says cube. Okay, I was expecting something else. No, it says, what's that say? Nothing. I can't see the thing. What does that say? I can't move the camera up. Why, developer? Why? I want to see the joke about that cube. It's maybe like colorful cube or something, or mystery cube, or I don't know, some kind of like joke on like the Rubik's Cube. It's not called the Rubik's Cube because everything has to be like a parody in this game, so it's called something else. I don't know. Whatever. Vintage knives. Very well used, you know. Valley of the Dolls. Good. Oh, isn't that the dolls from the second game or something? Was it the second game? I can't remember now. Culture workers crowd around the stalls, digging through boxes of hit clips and muttering. I'm going through ZZ mode for some reason. Culture workers crowd around the stalls, digging through boxes of hit clips and muttering teen beat magazines in search of unexcavated desires. Can mankind be doomed to repeat the sins of the past? I don't know. You know, I always thought for some reason, I remember one of the games where we were running away from the murder college students, I guess. When BB would ever get caught, you see an animation of her getting bonked in the head, but it's actually not her getting bonked in the head. It was like the doll that's getting bonked in the head. You know, usually the joke usually is like, and every these. No, I can't speak. The joke is that in every one of these games, when you actually get caught by the killer or whatever, you don't actually get killed. It's always a fake out, you know, and then you just continue the game, usually. I don't know. Is there a way to get game over in this game? I don't know. Also, that elephant looks familiar for some reason. Maybe from... What was it? Flesh of the Killer? I remember Flesh of the Killer had like weird elephant art. That was creepy. Nice mask. Nice flesh mask. Oh, another one of these. Caesar films here. All kinds. Little Caesar, Black Caesar, High School Caesar, Deep Space Caesar, Caesar versus the Haunted Moon Woman. Fantastic value. Was the movement haunted or was it the moon? You know, these little, like, I guess, not really, I would say set piece, not really a set piece, but you know, these little random art you find in the games, I believe it also made from different person actually. For some reason they always have like a guest art, I guess, in the games. Seems like anyway. Unless it's like another pseudonym, you know, that Garment District goes under, you know. As it turns out, they collaborate with themselves. The musician as well. I believe it's called Tommy Tone or something, or I want to say Tommy Two Tone. I could be getting that wrong. But you know, it'd be funny if like literally everything that they make is actually just another pseudonym that they have, and they're all just the same person. Wouldn't that be funny? But I have no idea if that's true or not. I'm just making that up. Discount puppet. Yes. A lot of cool stuff in this convention. You know, I never go to conventions, actually. I don't know, it doesn't seem fun to me. I mean, for several reasons. One, I'm poor. So, like, it's just not worth it. Like, what are you gonna do there? Buy merchandise, but, like, I'm not gonna be able to afford the merchandise anyway. Also, I don't really care about merchandise all that much. Oh. Big Dog Man. I saw you looking around. Please visit my stall. If you're a true memorabilia head, you will find many rare items to your liking. I'm kind of busy right now. I like your mask. This is a circa 1975 Dapper Dog mask. Are you a Dapper Dog fan? List your top 15 Dapper Dog episodes now! What? You can't name even a single Dapper Dog episode, yet you think it's okay to make some, I don't know, some little comment about my mask? People like you really make me sick. I think I'm gonna have a dream about you tonight. I'm gonna dream about climbing through your window or wrapping my hands around your neck. It's a special dream of people I have about people I despise. Sometimes I'm not even sure it's really a dream. How much is a ceramic pineapple and the sunglasses? That's 400. Isn't he a delightful little fellow? I knew you had to... Did I lose him? I feel pretty lost myself. The sound of convention behind the walls is muffled, slowed. Give you any year out there. Much around me yields no clues. Okay. Typical nerd, I guess. If you don't know, you know, if you don't know their hobby well enough, they simply murder you. That's how it works, right? Broken down displays from retro revivals long abandoned have been stuffed into the corridor. It's like being a digestive tract for old band merch. From ahead, I hear the sound of chewing. Fourth wave ska. Oh, somehow I like did some parkour. Oh, it's this person. Consolidating into the new cultural form of the serial killer, just as all previously existing protagonists have been absorbed into the single official figure of the policeman, or the synthesis of the two into a kind of final protagonist of history of Last Man would... This must be the business sector. Consultants are hard at work pouring through the intros of the culture, placing expensive bets upon the shape of things to come. It's the same character from, you know, the one that paid us $20, you know, from, I just forget the names, but, you know, one of the games where we were exploring a theater. Succeeding while dead. Good. Exhibit hall. Novelty horror. Nostalgia mixed with blood. The hot sounds the kids today. Okay. It's the drone of conference speakers that makes me feel like falling forwards. Or is there something in me that is responding to their song? Hey, first person view again. Surf's up, bro. What does that say? The magic of history. Once prominent theorists fleeing from state violence found accommodation in the beach district of XX City. Through proximity, their doctrine of negation was assimilated into the neighboring surf culture in a garbled and mystical form. The Church of Negative is said to still survive today. Okay, kind of like the mix between the weird songs, you know, that BB heard or found, and also the death cult that ZZ found. Be true to your school. Some credit XX City's own Bloody Hands for having anticipated the cultural shift from monster-themed horror to the increasingly popular maniac killer contemporary style. Commercially unsuccessful in his time, he said to have eventually left the music biz for spiritual reasons. Okay. Googly eyes on the clams, good. Very, like, detailed architectural art, seems like. Some dude of a mask. Photorealistic. Are these like pictures of, I don't know, just random pictures, I guess. Boo-hoo. Someone's crying in a very low pitch. Wonder who's doing that. This guy? Hey, what's up? Excuse me. Sometimes thinking about the harsh realities of showbiz gets me all choked up. I hear you're beginning a musical career yourself. I too would like to be a pop sensation. Ooh, people call me the Weepster. Isn't it awful? But it takes a worried man to sing a worried song. Oh, it's a rival artist, I guess. I just want you to know that I feel really bad about all the horrible things we're going to do to you. I'll probably cry myself to sleep tonight, the same way I do every night. Hit it! I am the Weepster. I lead a sympathetic life. I am the Weepster. My heart is breaking on account of all the murders I commit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Day after day, I hunt down my scene rivals. It's so sad, so sad. Ah, I think I got caught. But can cultural ambiguity really fill the hole within my heart? I mean, maybe. Let's give it a try. I am the Weepster. I'm trying my best. I am the Weepster. It's so hard to be empath in this 21st century connected society. I don't know. Ah. Oh, there's a door. Oh, do you Joe wallowing in my unexpected emotional depths? The tears of my career aspirations, are they enough to drown the world? I don't know. I don't know. There's supposed to be a melody. I don't know what kind of melody would work. Also swimming now? We're swimming? Wow. Oh, over here now? The year is 2XXX. 100 years have passed. I've successfully murdered everybody on the planet and been inducted into the Rock and Roll Museum clothes. So tell me why do I still cry? Could it be these final tears are for myself? How poetic. Okay, we're just swinging on the balloon. Okay, so I guess we're supposed to get to that door. How do you get to that door then? I don't know. I guess, okay, it's like tank controls. That's what it is. I was wondering what was happening. I thought it was like swinging around like on like a vine, like Tarzan. But no, it's just tank controls. Pay attention to my sadness as I'm killing you. The world is a sum of the things which do not improve. Just a second, I don't feel so. If you don't stop saying, I'm gonna throw up on your shoes. Each night I look up at the stars through crying eyes, contradicting the miserable bounty of the sun and dips in the speak in the chest of the dead earth, dreaming, finding there the telephone, the voice of the black river, filing arms, tail end is overhead of the yin of greenish moistened cardboard, not reading infinitely outwards, but rather shrinking towards the center of the sky. The red, yes, the red, no. There will come a day, not to mark on any calendar. We step outside at the end of the calendar. The streets shall be red of the blood of the calendar. Okay? It's BB's, you know, muse. Will you stop it right my big musical number? I'm trying to sing here. It's funny, BB's the killer now. We're running away from her. Wilt thou fight and perish for the kingdom of the bird? Okay, good. Alright, I mean, only one choice. I guess it would be BB again. Whoa. That was weird. You know, it was foreshadowing, actually. BB did actually turn into a murderer herself, you know? You can't beat them, join them! Why be the hunted when you can be the hunter? Cool, alright, it's a guy. No head. Or hands. Yes. Ooh, we're going on stage. Oh, and we're over here. Oh, she's waking up. Get the rubber pipe. Locals only! We don't like punk rockers out here. This is Janadine country. Wait, I'm not even a punk. I'm new wave. There's a new wave. So the legends were true. You should go see Mr. President. Mr. President is a great friend of the department. We get a police discount on Zodiac readings. The cops swing their attention away, staring out unseeing to the surf. It's getting late. Soon the streetlights will come on. How long was I out? Move along, move along. DB had a long day, becoming a bird murder like goo monster. And then killing her like rival, I guess. Which I guess is this guy? I wonder what happened to the Weepster and Co. How the clothes are neatly stacked upon the beach. Maybe they all decided to head off for a swim. Totally, yeah, you didn't eat them or anything. Don't worry about it. Like, you didn't turn them to, like, goo, I guess. Maybe. Why does that look like eyes? Why is there eyes there? I can go this way as well. Is there anything this way? Seems like we go that way, too. Then I saw eyes here. Why is there eyes? Oops, looks like we misjudged the culture move once again. No age of... oh, it's the death cult. No age of a car this century. At least I get to go on the away team this time. Beneath the ocean, there's no such thing as history. The big fish eat the little fish. On and on forever. Doesn't that sound nice? I'm gonna bring you all there, but there's no use dwelling on the past. Maybe we'll come back to visit someday. See you all in 50,000 years. What a strange individual. Alright, they're on the away team. They all turn to fish people. I already touched that. I guess that's the end of their story. A fresh signs taped upon the weathered boards. Discount spiritual opportunities plus videotapes. Cheap! I think I recognize the handwriting. Yeah, I think it's ZZ. I guess she's just salvaging what she can from the company. Because the entire, like, all the employees just turned to fish people. Are leaving. Mystic greetings, traveler. Oh, it's you. Hi, BB. Alright. How's the new career, ZZ? Oh, management disappeared. Everyone else let out with as many office supplies as they could carry. I think this building might be sinking to the water. Your standard tech role. As usual. Right now, I'm doing one last round of asset liquidation before fleeing. Turns out the guy online is interested in a box of little LPs I found in the basement sector. Okay. At least she's getting something out of this. BB, you're into music now. Do you think these would be worth anything? Midnight sex party at the Dracula's house by Bloody Hands. And his Night Stranglers. It's getting late. I can't believe this guy wouldn't wait until tomorrow. You were the one who wanted to get these records off our hands. Besides, if someone wants to give us money, then we should respect their priorities. You want the money. Gossip scoop. Funeral man found dead in his workplace, strangled by an unknown assailant. His brother, funeral man, was also killed. It's a sad day for funeral fans. Today's political economy is said to be wet and full of vigorous... So funeral man, you know, sometimes the game doesn't really name them directly, but the funeral man was the people we saw who were trying to sell, I guess, the dancing corpses, I guess. I think those were who they were. Now remember, once he hands over the money, give the all clear to come trade the LPs. It's good to be careful in these kind of situations. Yes, indeed. LPs. Not Let's Plays, but rather, I guess... Actually, I don't know what LPs are. I assume like records, you know? I'm not sure. Why do we want to meet at the planetarium anyway? Oh, he says to make it... it says it makes him feel more home. Okay. I assume that's what LPs are, right? It's like a big record, maybe like a album. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sure like a music fan would know. Again, I don't listen to like music. I listen I listen to just weep shit. So like obviously I'm superior in every way, you know? I don't listen to trash music that other people listen to, which is to say normal music. My taste in music is obviously superior because all it is like video game music and like anime music and robotic you know, voice that has been used as like a mascot of like an anime girl to sell their like software to like make I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that was just stream of consciousness. Hey there, thanks for coming out tonight. Aren't the stars pretty? Isn't it a nice night? Do you think the world is basically good or basically bad? Man, I just work here. Good answer. Ever since I heard your CD, I knew we had a lot in common. People used to say, Blue, look around. Look at how beautiful the world is. Beautiful compared to what? I live here. It's nothing new to me. I've never known another kind of world. By rights, this one should be as unnoticeable to me as the back of my own head. But it's not. It doesn't feel like that. And that's how I knew that this world was not my home. That there was another. The negative. The point of comparison. You think I'm just being lyrical, but it's true. It's a real place. I've been there. I've seen it. The counterworld. The invisible antipode. You've been to Australia? I was so flattered to be mentioned in that interview you did. It made me think it might be time for a comeback after all. I've seen so many things since I died. I can't wait to show everybody. You can go first since I know you're a fan. Hey, come back. Did you bring my album? It's been a while. I want to make sure I remembered all the songs. No, wait, I'll bring it to you. You can trust me. I'm a verified seller. It's a dead end. No. Oh, he's over there now. What? Can't do that. Cheating. Oh. It doesn't matter. I've learned new words. On the red earth, the red sky. There are people there too in other worlds. They spoke to me, but I couldn't understand them. Motherfucker, you did just go to Australia. Hey, is this the same building? You went to Caled. That's where you went. Every building is the same. Every person is the same. Every sentence means the same thing. And they wonder why I started killing people. I'm going backwards. Help. Also, I don't know where he went. He's over there. Okay, he's too tall. Excuse me. Lights out. Man, I'm not a parrot. I'm not gonna fall asleep just because you put a bag over him. Well, here's a nice mess you got us into. So maybe you both aren't ready to headline just yet. That's okay. You can stick to backup duties for now. We all have to pay our dues. What's that? That's a new wave. I thought you knew? Okay, fellas, I know it's been a while, but this is our big shot. Chance to usher in the new. Why don't we start slow with a cover version? BB, I think I can untie this. BB? There's a new sun rising up angry in the sky, and there's a new voice saying we're not afraid to die. Let the old world make believe. It's blind and deaf and dumb, but nothing can change the shape of things to come. Whoa. And then BB gets hypnotized. You know, is there a way to... I feel like sometimes some of the chase scenes I feel like you can't actually escape from. Sometimes in these games. I felt like that was one of them. I don't know. This kind of caught me there. I don't know how... I didn't know, like, I couldn't go back. I could go past him, so... Oh, so this is interesting. This BB's head is going inside her mouth. Good. ha! Wee ha 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 ha! Who's laughing? Alright. Ha 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 ha! Hee. Oh, is it, we gotta time it? I am the QTE master. Whack! Oops. Did any of you bring any strings? Oh, just take a sec. The wave of news seems to have crested a little earlier than anticipated. Don't worry, I still think you can turn this thing around. You guys remember the chorus to Walk Don't Run? Hello? Hello? Time to go. BB's report. After clinging to a piece of driftwood, ZZ and I eventually washed up on the beach and caught the last bus home. That was the last I saw of the band. In the end, the new wave broke apart before it could do much damage. By the time it rolled away, only the sassy beachwear store would be sassy no more. How sad. My newfound music career seemed to have ended at about the same time that all the money vanished from the scene. The remaining true believers spent their time on arcane factional disagreements before going underground. Okay, Stab Magazine. True heads only, no C, no corporate. Weepster Wars update. Weepy Man's new single, I'm the New Weepster, has prompted 4 new answer records claiming to be or to be inhabited by the spirit of the original Weepster, including Weepster's Revenge, Watch Out, I'm a Little Weepster, I'm the Weepster's Dad, Just Call Me Dad, and I'm the remastered original Weepster. Weepster. Is that a... You know how I said this game wasn't really a parody? I mean, there are parodies in it, I think. I wonder if that's a reference to... What is it? Weezer or something? Isn't that like a guy, a musician? I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway. New Schism alert? Neo Darkwave Murdercore has officially split from the horror wave crime punk tendency and has requested that they move out of his garage. Good. In the end, the only sign that anything mysterious had occurred was an abrupt Beach Boys arrival, a revival that seemed to last all summer long. We're all playing out the route. We're gonna take real soon, says the Beach Boys. Alright. Good. Amazing. A lot of music references in this game. And like in this particular game, makes sense. It's called Ears of the Killer. A lot of it just goes over my head. I mean, probably a lot of these games references go over my head. But anyway. Alright. So that's the end of the game. Yeah, I mean I feel like again, I feel like these games just keep kind of improving, you know, bit by bit. They have all these little like short little stories inside them. They're kind of wacky and goofy, I feel like, and they kind of bit of a, again, I mean I repeat this every single time, but you know, it's satire of like a lot of like horror games, I feel like. At least, you know, they copy some of the tropes, but like makes them a little silly, even though it's still, well, like when you think about it, like there is a lot of death and murder, you know, in these games. So it's not exactly family friendly, but you know, I don't know. Again, it's just very like, it's silly, but also kind of brutal at the same time. But anyway, well, there you go. That's the 7th game in the series, and I guess, yeah. We'll see if the developer will make any more of these. But for now, that was it for Ears of the Killer. I guess if you didn't know, if you're on YouTube, I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. And I also have other videos on the channel, so you can look for those if you want. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the other games that will be available on a playlist from the same series. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.